Hello and welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport. Well, I haven't done a video about the W Series for a while, mostly because it was quietly cancelled and replaced with an esports version. But whilst we wait for the 2021 championship, let's go take a look at the females of the 2019 W Series and see what they have been up to since. Surely the extra exposure the W Series was meant to bring will have landed them a bevy of drives in all sorts of race formats. Before we start, heading very quickly to 100 subscribers, so I'd love it if today was the day you decided to join our growing community. With that said, sit back, relax, and let's begin.
Welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport.
Megan Gilks. She may have finished 20th and last in the first ever W Series, but Megan Gilks did win the non-championship round at Assen. Well, she has moved down to Formula Ford level in her home country of Canada, racing in the Toyo Tires F1 600 series. She is currently in third place in the series and has a long way to go to get back to a competitive level of motorsport. Sarah Bovey. Bovey only made a couple of starts in the W Series, doing no better than 12th. She wasn't selected for 2020 anyway, and has had a single race in the Asian Le Mans Series since, with the R24 team in a LMP3 Ligier Nissan with Stefan Cox and Marie Iraka. They finished 7th of 9, but she's also a Lamborghini driving coach, so she still has work. Shea Holbrook. Shea was not the quickest driver in W Series. In fact, she qualified 8 seconds off pole in the opening round, and was the only woman to complete the whole year without scoring, and honestly I'm not sure what she is doing now. I think she became a mum, and maybe managing her own global MX5 Cup team. Maverick? Vivian Kesley. The Hungarian took part in 4 races, scoring a single point, good enough for 17th in the championship in 2019. She doesn't seem to have entered any races, but looks to be part of the FIA road safety campaign. She may have been testing for Carlin, possibly next year's W Series car, maybe future Formula 3 role. Naomi Schiff. Naomi Schiff was born in Belgium, grew up in South Africa, lives in the UK, and raced under a German licence. So she is truly international. She is the diversity ambassador for the W Series, although she wasn't set to race in the series in 2020. She did take part in the replacement W Series eSport series, and that's it. Esme Hawkey. Esme Hawkey had a rough year in W Series, but since then she has been racing in the Porsche Carrera Cup Great Britain, racing in the Pro-Am class for Team Parker. She is currently leading the way and has had overall podiums too. She is turning into a decent racer, may have a good future racing in GT cars. Gazia Radest. The Polish driver doesn't seem to have done much racing since the W Series ended. She wasn't signed on for 2020 and has mostly seemingly been playing on her Twitch channel. She has been taking part in the Alpine A110 Cup and seems to be doing okay. Caitlin Wood. The Australian scored a good 5th place at Assen, but didn't do much for the rest of the year. As for after the 2019 W Series, I have no idea, I found nothing. Moving on. Sabre Cook. The American driver was the first to be retained for the W Series 2020 and is probably disappointed it got cancelled. Instead, she has been driving in the Indy Pro 2000 Championship for BN Racing and has scored a couple of top 10s. Maybe she's looking at IndyCar as a potential future instead of Formula 1. Jessica Hawkins. There hasn't been a lot on for Jessica Hawkins. She had a couple of guest drives in the Jaguar I-Pace Trophy, racing the last 2 races in Berlin. She came nearly last in all of them. Apart from that, she raced in the W Series Esports Championship, so not much on-track racing. Tasmin Pepper. The only African on the grid in 2019, and she put in some good performances. I don't think she has raced since the 2019 W Series. She was meant to be in the 2020 series, but I think she has been sticking to virtual racing. Vicky Pariah was a good consistent point scorer in W Series 2019, and she has been racing single-seaters. She's had 4 races in the Formula Renault Euro Cup and scored a point for a 10th place. She was also taking part in the W Series Esports Series. Sarah Moore. Nothing much going on for Sarah Moore. She again raced in the Esports Series, but she did have a couple of races in the Porsche Sprint Challenge Great Britain Cup thing. Miki Koyama. I thought Miki Koyama did a great job in the W Series. She had a best 4th place at Mugello, and that was the closest she got to the podium. But she was consistent throughout the year. Since then, just a few races here and there, including 3 races in the Asian Formula 3 at Sepang, and a couple of races in the 2020 Formula Regional Japanese Championship, where she got a 5th place. Decent, but nothing special. Fabian Wolfrand. The Liechtenstein Diamond has been busy. She did well in W Series. You can consider her a frontrunner, and she took a podium at Misano. In 2020, she has been racing in the Ferrari Challenge Europe and has done pretty well. Currently 2nd in the championship with a round to go. No wins, but a run of 8 podiums, but she didn't take part in the last round, so she may not come back to it. Other than that, a couple of esports. Emma Kilmalainen. I used to watch Scandinavian touring cars religiously, and she was a joy to watch. I remember one race where she literally crashed into everyone. But she was a regular point scorer, and she carried that to W Series with a race win and a 2nd at Brands Hatch. She would have been a title contender if not for an injury that caused her to miss 2 races. She has done nothing since, only taking part in the W Series E Series, where she also won a couple of races. Marta Garcia. The Spaniard won a race at the Norrisring and finished 4th overall in the series, so she did pretty well, and I was interested to see if she could improve on that. She has entered nothing since the W Series, but did finish 2nd overall in the W Series E Series Championship. Hopefully when W Series returns, we will see more of Garcia. Alice Powell. Would have been a title contender if not for retirements at Misano and Norrisring, but took a win at Brands Hatch, which was a good result. She took part in the 2nd Jaguar I-Pace E-Trophy Series after making a guest appearance in the 1st. She took a couple of podiums in the first 2 races and ended the series 4th in the championship. She also had a race in the WeatherTech Championship with Meyer Shank Racing. Beitske Visser. Massively impressive in the first W Series, a race win, never finished lower than 4th, and took the title hunt to the last race, just missing out by 10 points. She has been racing in the European Le Mans Series in the LMP2 category with Richard Mill Racing, and finished 9th in class at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. She has done a couple of GT races, racing a BMW in the Michelin Pilot Challenge and the 24-hour GT series. But she did win the W Series Esports Series, so success at last in the W Series. Jamie Chadwick, the first W Series champion. 2020 has been busy for Chadwick, joining the Williams F1 Driver Academy, signing for Prema in the Formula Regional European Championship, and being a midfield driver in that series, although she does have a podium and Prema should put her in Formula 3 next year. She did finish 4th overall in the Formula 3 Asia Series, taking the race win on the way technically. The race was won by a guest driver, but she technically won it. She has a bright future. Of all the women in W Series, she has the best chance of making it to Formula 1. She's been announced as a possible Extreme E driver. She just needs to be given a chance to move up into Formula 3 and show what she can do there. Who knows how far she can go. So that is the list of all the W Series drivers from 2019 and what they have been up to since the series ended. It's a damn shame that the 2020 series was cancelled. I was really interested in the series and it leaves a void that needs to be filled. Hopefully it'll get the go ahead again in 2021. So remember to subscribe, like, comment and share the video. Thank you for your support and thank you for watching. Have a good one.